Happy Friday. Oh, it is Friday. Oh, it's Friday. I just dropped off all the food and stuff from Aldi down here at the Urban Ministry. And now I am going to go get some mesh. I was going to make a video today, and I'm still going to do it, making a Halloween wreath and my Beetlejuice wreath, even though my little sign is dented. I'm just trying to make the best of it. But I was getting out everything to make the wreaths, and I realized I don't have enough mesh for the Beetlejuice wreath. I don't know what I was thinking. I didn't get anywhere near enough mesh for that wreath. I have like 1.5 rolls of mesh, and I'm just laughing like, why did I think this was gonna work? I don't know. Anyway, I'm headed down to Joann Fabrics and Crafts to get some more. I want to see if they have any more of that black and white stripe mesh, and I want to get some light green mesh. So that's Joann's is where I got that black and white stripe. I had some black and white stripe mesh that I got there. I might get one more roll of that, maybe some purple. I'm trying to think of, like Beetlejuice colors. It's kind of hard to say. I guess it doesn't really matter a whole lot, but God, I don't know. So I'm trying to. I feel like I had another bag of stuff that I bought for that wreath, and I just can't find it. I looked around in the attic everywhere last night and this morning, and I cannot find any more stuff for my wreath. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I have just had the most aggravating morning. My younger son told me this morning, he said, yeah, they're not going to let me have a calculator this year. I said, why not? They said because they still say we owe them $90 for the calculator from last year. And this was something I tried all summer to work out. I tried all summer to get somebody on the phone. I even went down there twice to the school to try to talk to somebody about this issue. And I cannot get any resolution. I can't get any help or anything on this matter. And it is driving me bonkers. My son returned his calculator at the end of the year last year. They had to have it for the last exam or whatever. And he turned it in as soon as the exam was over. And now they're saying he didn't turn it in and we owe them $90. And I tried all summer to get in touch with somebody. And everybody I talked to said, oh no, you need to talk to so-and-so. Oh no, so-and-so is in charge of that. Well, somebody's obviously in charge of it, because somebody's saying I owe $90. And I damn sure don't, because he turned that stupid calculator in. But what do you do in a situation like this where we know he turned it in? He can explain in great detail what happened that day and where he put the calculator. He said, I put it where Mr. So-and-so said to put it. I did this, and it was right here, and we just finished taking this test, and I had to leave early that day because I had an orthodontist appointment. I mean, he could tell you exactly what happened that day. I turned it in. Absolutely. But they're saying, so what do we do? He's saying he turned it in. I have no reason to doubt him. They're saying he didn't. So what do we do? I don't know, because I can't get anybody to answer me. Like, I can't get anybody to tell me anything other than the fact that, well, you owe us $90, so he can't have a calculator this year. You can buy him a calculator, but we're not going to provide one. But he turned it in. I can understand if it was damaged or lost or, just whatever. Okay, fine, I'll pay for it. But he turned it in. That's the thing I keep coming back to. He did turn it in. Well, we're seeing here in our records he didn't. But I can't get anybody to tell me anything further than that. Everybody I talk to either says, I'll have to call you back, and they never do. Or they say, well, I'm not the right person to help you. You need to talk to somebody else. And I did, off and on. I spent the entire summer this year trying to resolve this issue, and I got nowhere. And I finally, about mid-August, I just gave up. I thought, you know what, just forget it. I can't get anybody to call me back. I went down there 2 times trying to see somebody about it. Nobody will tell me anything. Forget it. Just forget it. And I didn't hear any more about it until this morning. Yeah, we can't, they're not going to let me have a calculator. Well, shit. I want one day without an issue that just won't die. From the insurance to the siding. Like, I want a day where I can just not have to deal with one of these issues that just never seems to get resolved. Can I have just one day like that? Just one damn day. So I have already called the school 3 times this morning. It's almost 10 o'clock. I've already called 3 times. And I have a name of somebody. Now, this is somebody I haven't talked to before. You need to talk to this person. Okay? I keep trying to call and get this person on the phone. I can't even leave this person a message. Well, you just have to keep calling back until she's available. Can I leave a message with the front office? No. Just keep calling. Eventually, she'll be available. Does she have voicemail? Well, she does, but we don't like to use it for matters like this. If you just keep calling, eventually she'll be available. Ain't that just something? Ain't that just something? You know, if I start saying ain't, I'm pissed. There's some backwoods Central North Carolina shit comes out when I get mad. Ain't that something? Ain't that about a bitch? It's about the principle of the thing. I don't want to pay $90 for something that I don't owe. That's my problem. And ultimately, I'm not going to pay it. I'm just going to tell him you're not going to get $90 out of me because he turned in that calculator, and I don't owe you $90. I don't owe you a dime. I don't owe you anything, and I'm not going to pay you if I don't owe you. If I owed you $90, I would have already paid it. Hell, I would have paid it as soon as you told me about it. If my son said to me, oh yeah, I lost it, or I didn't turn it in, or I'd pay you. But he is insistent, and his story has stayed exactly the same since the first time I asked him. He said, no, Mom, I turned it in, just like they told us to, because it was weird, because the teacher told us that when we finished our exams, we had to put our calculators on the floor beside our desk. I don't know why, but he had to put it on the floor. And he said, I put it on the floor. We had 2 calculators, the yellow one and the black one. I put both of them on the floor. And then I had early dismissal, but they were still there when I left. And Mr. So-and-so said, just leave it. I'm going to collect them all at the end of the exam. So I left it there. And that was the end of it. I had to leave. But it was there right beside my desk when I left. And now they're saying, no, it wasn't. He didn't turn it in. I swear to God, it is something all the time. All the damn time. It's just, I don't know. It's like the herpes of aggravation. There's just no cure for it. It's just occasionally going to come back and bother you. No, I don't have herpes, but I remember learning in health class in 7th grade that there was no cure for it. So that's just I don't mean to use that as an example, but that's just the one thing that comes to mind. I would say it's like a turd that won't flush, but that's gross too. So, $90. And when I get up here to Joanne's after I get done talking to y'all, I'm going to call again to see if I can get this damn person on the phone. See if maybe she can grace me with her auditory presence for a minute. But she never seems to be available. And there was a guy that I was supposed to talk to over the summer, and he never seemed to be available either. He was just never there. Oh, you just missed him. He just left. Well, try to call again later. Can I leave him a message? No, just call later. He'll be back later. Call later. No, he's not here. He didn't come back in. Try again tomorrow. And then finally I get dude on the phone. Oh, I'm not the one in charge of that. No. Did they tell you? Oh, no, I'm not in charge of that. You need to talk to so-and-so over here. And you start the whole process all over again. I can't even tell you how many phone calls I've made trying to resolve this damn issue. It's just, I don't know what to call it, and I hate to say it, but it's to me, it's just incompetence. There's no reason for this to be this complicated. I'm sorry. I understand everybody's busy. I understand everybody has a lot to do, but this is just ridiculous. This is just inexcusable in my opinion. There's just no excuse for this. Can I at least leave a message? No, you can't. Just keep calling. Eventually they'll be here. All right, now you have a good day. That's what I keep getting. Or I get transferred around and then they hang up on me. Like I'm sorry. I just think it's incompetence at this point. I mean, it's gone on I first learned about this in early June, and I've been trying to resolve this since probably the first week of June of this year. It is now October. So, yeah, 4 months I've been trying to work this out, and I have gotten absolutely nowhere. So, several people mentioned the ornaments, the purple ornaments I'm looking for, and said, try Amazon, try Target. The only problem is, have you looked at the prices of ornaments on Amazon? Have you looked at it? And Target too, online, because I've looked at both. Online on Target, I found some ornaments that looked like they were the right color, and they weren't glass. Most of them are glass, and I absolutely cannot have glass ornaments, not with cats. No, they'll knock them down and bust them. Especially Boop, because she tries to climb Christmas trees, and she'll be knocking them out of the tree. I have to have unbreakable ornaments. I found on Target.com last night a set of 4 shatterproof ornaments in the right shade of purple. Guess how much they were? They were $38. They weren't even big. They're just like little round, plain ornaments. $38 plus tax. That's not an option. I'm not going to spend $1,000 decorating this damn tree. Yeah, I have found some on Amazon as well that look like they would work, but they were also very expensive. I mean, if you only had to buy a few, it would be fine. But I put a buttload of ornaments on my tree, and I don't want to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on ornaments just to have them be a certain color. I'm not gonna worry about it. If that's my only option, I just won't do it. And spray painting ornaments, no, honey, that's not gonna happen either. That will never happen. That's one of those things that sounds like a good idea until you get into it, and then you go, what the hell was I thinking? I have gotten old and wise enough to start to discern stuff like that. Stuff that on paper or in your mind sounds like a good idea, but when you go to actually execute the idea, you just want to be executed yourself. Yeah, no. Mary's not spray painting shit. Every time Mary spray paints anything, it becomes a big disaster, and Mary has learned to not touch spray paint. Mary does not spray paint. Y'all can, if you want to. You spray paint to your heart's content. I don't have a lot of luck spray painting stuff. I would not be a very good graffiti artist. So I'm not spray painting anything. If I can't find my dark purple ornaments at a reasonable price, I'm just not going to worry about it. I will either just go with whatever shade of purple I can find, which is probably what I'm going to do, or just go with some other color. I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it. It would be nice. I wish I had gotten the ornaments at Hobby Lobby when I saw them last year, but I thought, well, don't worry about it, We'll just get them next year. I tried to get them on clearance and they were all gone. But I thought, well, it's no big deal. We'll just buy them next year, but they don't have them this year. They don't have those dark purple ones they had last year. I've been looking. Ever since they started putting out Christmas stuff back in June, I've been looking and they don't have them. I'll keep checking. I will also try Christmas tree shops. I'm going to try Michael's, Lowe's, Home Depot. I will go looking everywhere. I looked at Rose's yesterday. They actually did have these little sleeves, like it was like this one, like the ones you see at Dollar Tree, the little sleeves of plastic ornaments. They were like $1.75, and they were close enough. The color was close enough to what I was looking for. I'm looking at them thinking, now that might work. It's not exactly the shade I wanted, but it's the closest I've found yet. So I may go back and get some of those. I would have to buy lots of little tubes of them, but it was close enough. It's the closest I've found yet. And I'm gonna look at Target. Usually Target doesn't start putting out a lot of Christmas stuff until after Halloween, like literally right after Halloween, like November 1st. I will go look there. Joanne Fabrics, they don't really have a lot of like bulk ornaments. They might have individual little things of ornaments, but they don't have like big things of ornaments. So Christmas tree shops is definitely an option. They may have some, and like I said, I'll check Lowe's, Home Depot. I will check some other places. I'm not going to give up that easily. But am I spray painting ornaments or spending $1,000 on them? No, neither one of those things is happening. So my plan B is to either just get, you know, just get some purple ornaments. It might not be the right shade of purple. The only thing about that is I know I won't be totally happy with it, and I'll be kind of sad. I don't want to be sad when I look at my tree. I will feel disappointed. I don't want to feel disappointed, but that might be ultimately what happens. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm gonna call the school again. They're coming. I don't know if I told you this yesterday. They're coming on Monday to rip my cabinets out in my kitchen. The only problem is that the cabinet people can only come on Monday, and then the people coming to do the drywall work can't come until Thursday. So I'm going to have my cabinets ripped out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week. What is that going to involve? I have no idea what that's going to involve. I don't know. I don't know how many of the cabinets they're removing. I think they're just doing the ones on either side of the dishwasher, and they're taking the dishwasher out too. So where are they going to put all this stuff? The hell if I know. I guess they're just going to try to put them out of the way somewhere in the kitchen. I don't know where they're going to put them. But I'm going to have to live with that for most of the week next week, because they can't come do the drywall until Thursday. So I was kind of hoping they could coordinate it to where, you know, they come, say, Monday and pull the cabinets out, and then Tuesday they come do the drywall work. Because then the cabinet people, I don't even know when they're coming back to put the cabinets back in. We haven't gotten that far yet. So at least until Thursday, I'm going to have cabinets not where they're supposed to be. And my dishwasher's not going to be where it's supposed to be. I am already pre-pissed for next week. I am already pre-annoyed because I know this is going to be a pain in the ass. I already know that. It never ends. It never stops. So I am already pre-pissed too, because I'm about to call the school, and I have a feeling I'm not going to get anywhere, because I've been trying all morning to get in touch with this person, and I just can't get in touch with them. So what do you do when the school says you owe them money, but you know you don't? What do? You just suck it up and pay it? I mean, I don't know. I don't want to pay it. It's the principle of the thing. I don't want to pay it because I don't owe you $90. You have that calculator, or somebody swiped it, or something happened to it. But I don't owe you $90. My son put it where his teacher told him to put it, and then he had to leave for an orthodontist appointment. I don't know. Hindsight is 20/20, and he's just a kid. I mean, he was 12 at the time. You know, looking back, but I'm an adult, so you see things differently. If I had to leave early, I would just insist, Mr. Teacher, will you please, can I just hand you this? I don't feel comfortable just putting it on the floor and leaving. Can I just give it to you? But, you know, kids aren't going to think of that. He was told to put it on the floor, so he put it on the floor like he was told. And then he had to leave. He had finished his exam, and he had to leave. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to try to call again and see if I can get anywhere. And then I'm going to go in here and hopefully get some mesh, and we can get that wreath done today. I'll get them both done. We're going to do a video making a Halloween wreath and a Beetlejuice wreath today. I got to clean my nails up. I painted them last night, but I haven't cleaned up around my fingers. They look really gross right now because they have nail polish all over them. But I'll get that done too. And thank you so much for being here. I really hope your Friday is going great. And I hope that your weekend coming up is going to be good. And I'll see you again soon.